It's time for Super StarCraft Bros.
Platinum Thursday.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's cold.
No, it's not.
I know how it's official that this has been the hottest summer ever in U.S. recorded weather history, but it's cold.
No, it's not.
It's freezing.
I'm fine.
It's like 79 degrees. I lived in the desert longer than you have. Because I'm older.
Okay.
And more with it, with the heat. How you doing, Iron Sparks?
I'm good. How are you, Jeff?
Cold. Thought we went over this before. Why are you not listening to me? You never listen to me.
I know.
Okay. Alright, so we got some StarCraft action coming at you on this Platinum Thursday. We have a Zerg. We have a Protoss. Where's my Terran at?
Not in this game.
That's not nice. Well, who's playing?
Well, in our top left corner of Shakuras Plateau, we have MTadept.
Adept?
And
Maybe it's MTadept.
I don't know. Well, in our right corner, we have our blue Zerg, Draguana.
Do you think that's an iguana that dresses up in drag?
I don't know.
That's an odd image.
Let's see. So we
It's
have
like if you took the gecko lizard and you put makeup and a dress on it, and a wig, and a little mole, and they sing downtown in a showroom.
What?
That's Vegas. They have the drag queen clubs where you go and drag. I have no idea where they are. I just know they exist. All right, expansion going down for Draguana.
Yeah, we have
Draguana. I'm not going to say that name right at all.
So we do have that 15 hatch going down, which is pretty common in Zerg play now. And we have Gateway going down instead of going for that Forge back spin. He's playing a little safe, getting the second pylon down. Probably going to throw down the Cybernetics any second now. There we go. He does have this gas. Hasn't started mining off it yet. It would probably... There we go. You got that spawning pool.
There you go. Got that extractor. There you go.
What?
Got that drone chasing that probe. There you go. Got that hatch halfway down. There you go. I'm done.
It's unfortunate that I didn't get the probe across earlier so you could try to block it or...
Well, you know, there you go. I mean, trying to scout out that main base again. It does look like Adept looks to be setting down his own Nexus. He does just drop the... What do you think they drop? Do they, like, drop a little beacon? Do they open up a rift in space-time? What exactly does the probe do?
I think it opens up a portal for the building to appear.
So you're telling me the cheapest unit for the Protoss army has the ability to open up a portal that a giant building comes through?
Yeah.
And they haven't tried to weaponize this?
It's warp gate tech.
But I mean, couldn't they like reverse it? You know how the mothership lays down a vortex? Shouldn't the probes be able to do this? I mean, this little tiny probe has almost the same capabilities as the mothership.
Yeah, but it doesn't have as much energy.
Probes don't need energy.
Exactly, so it doesn't have...
They're like green energy.
It doesn't have the capability to do such on a grand scale.
Yeah, I think the probe's getting screwed over.
And so we do have metabolic boosts on the way as well as 4 Zerglings. We'll probably see those to get the tower, maybe get a little bit of scouting information.
So we have another gateway going down at the bottom ramp of the natural for Adept, so we might be looking to start constructing a wall. Interesting that he doesn't have a forge yet. He definitely would want to get a cannon or two on that wall to help safeguard it from large swarms of Zerglings. I'm sorry, I'm cold.
You're shaking the screen.
I am?
Yes.
Oh. Let me stop touching the desk.
Let's see, I would like to see him put down a forge just so
I just finished saying that!
I'm sorry, you were distracting me with those shaking of the screen. What did you...
I was just saying I would have loved to have seen him forge down.
Yeah.
Ooh, he gets to surround on those Zerglings.
He does get one of those probes killed, probably see. Yep, 2 lost, the scouting and that one.
I was just saying I wanted cannons down at the wall, that's all. I mean, there you go.
Yeah, the cannon would be nice. You know, get a cannon right behind here, behind the gateway, between the probe.
And then you know, there you go.
And also, he could get a quick start on those upgrades, which could be pretty vital, especially since he's probably going to be going against roaches. Could be going against Muta. Depends what the Zerg player wants to choose after getting this layer tech.
I was really hoping for him to lay down one of those buildings. I'd be like, there you go! give me the there you go game. Alright, let's see. It looks like he has a 3-gate robo on the way with his expansion.
I would like to see him chrono out a observer as soon as he gets a stun.
There you go.
He doesn't really need the zealot up here by the cyber anymore because...
Hey, that guy has been working really hard to get a part-time job as door guard.
See, it's an unfortunate time for the Protoss army to move out. It does get completely surrounded by Zerglings, and the remainder of them will walk in. We do see him warp
to that guy guarding the door. See, that is why he's there. There you go.
One almost got in, though.
Well, there you go. Alright, so it looks like Adept might be a little confused. It looks like Draguana is taking his third, and but he's taking it at that open position
and
instead of...
There we go.
It was too far away for a there you go. But it is interesting to see that Draguana is taking this third there instead of his third at the normal location on this map.
And there's that Roche Warren. He's investing a lot of resources on these lings.
I think he might be worried about a counter push from the Protoss player. But the Protoss player, I don't know, he kind of feels like he's building a little slow. I know he is getting that Immortal out, and like you said, he just chrono boosted out the Observer. But it just feels slow to me.
No, I don't think he has as much income as the Zerg player.
I mean, it's not off by much. Oh, he does get that force field. It does stop that very large swarm of Zerglings. But without any stalkers behind the wall, I don't know how he's going to hold off these white workers. Ah! Game of Thrones, sorry.
What?
You know, I'm really excited for Game of Thrones, and it probably doesn't come back forever. Oh, he does get a little cut on that, so these lings are going to be able to get mopped up.
He does have 2 zealots up there, so it will prevent them from running into the base.
Yeah, and none of them got any damage off of the workers mining at the natural.
So we have an additional gateway going down, swapping some more units to defend. He does have this Immortal and this Observer just sitting right next to the Robo facility, so they aren't really being put to any sort of use at all.
None of the units are being put to use. They're sitting on the high ground by the natural. There you go. I mean, come on. What are you going to do? When you sit by the natural, there you go.
What?
I don't know. I'm just having fun with there you go.
What? We do finally see that Immortal going down, and
I'm going to be interested to see what we have in Twilight counts for. We have a cannon going down somewhere. Does he have it by his main?
He has it back here behind here, probably predicting some mutas incoming. Or, Burrow stuff.
Burrow's not as common, but, I mean, it's better to have it back by the mineral line. Because he hasn't seen anything besides Ling, he probably is suspecting a higher tech tree path like Muta. But it does look like Draguana is teching up to Roaches and Hydra composition, which would be very interesting.
Yeah, and Adept just did to see these buildings. He is getting that blink out to try to counteract the DPS of the Hydras.
Yep, and we do have a Warp Prism coming out right now for Adept, so we might see some special tactics and drop some warp-ins to the main.
And there is this open space right here. The overlords aren't close enough. He gets right along this edge, he can warp right in, or if he gets a pylon right here, get the Warp Prism for the high ground.
I was just thinking that if he goes in with a probe onto that low ground, drops down the pylon and gets an observer over there, he'll have a really nice in to the back of the base.
And the attack upgrade is just finishing for the Protoss player. Blink halfway done, getting that Warp Prism just about to pop out. However,
we do have +1 range or +2 range attack, excuse me, for our Zerg player going, and he is getting the range increase for his Hydras.
And he's getting Aspire.
There you go. He is pumping out the Roaches at a very large rate, and Creep Spread is starting to make its way to the middle of the map.
But the longer the Protoss player just sits in his bases, the more opportunity it gives the Zerg to just expand.
Absolutely, because we're looking at the 12.5 minute mark, and he's taking his 4th.
Yeah.
Generally, for this level, that's where you're going to start seeing Zerg players take their 3rd if they didn't already just do a really fast double expand in the beginning. These Roaches are going to be pretty pesky for this Protoss army, which I thought it moved out, but it looks like it's... I don't know, they forgot their jackets or something, so they had to turn back.
There we go.
Stop texting, put your phone down.
I'm not texting, I'm checking the game.
Alright, let's see. Only 2 Immortals for this pack, though they will do some damage to the Roaches, but I'm going with the Draguana here.
Yeah, those Roaches are just not great.
And they're going to get a good they're going to get a good concave. They're actually kind of putting Adept into a choke, but the Stalkers do blink backwards.
Yeah, I would like to have seen that blink earlier so that the Zealots could have actually got some hits before half of them were taken out.
But now the Immortals are in the front, so they're going to be picked off by any of the Roaches. But actually, no, he's not going to get any of the Immortals. And he might actually get this base as well. There was almost, what, 18 Hydras, but they popped out right next to the army.
I would like to see him to stay back.
Oh, he had those rally sets, so they just went to they slithered to their doom. Oh, they're doing it again! Oh, they were like sacrificing themselves to the immortals.
I don't know.
Some missed rallies are probably going to cost Draguana the game.
Yeah, but I really would like to have seen Adept focus down this expansion. He would have still gotten those kills, but
he didn't lose too much on those Hydras. He got almost 23 Hydra kills off that, but we have 23 Roaches about to pop out. Though several of them are going to pop out right there. They might get a little bit of assistance from the broodlings.
They do get that one more. Looks like the second one will also look down. It's surrounded by those broodlings. Now the thirdlings.
Yep, those freshly hatched Roaches went straight for that immortal. So he does push the Protoss player back. The drones were getting a little overzealous right there.
So the Protoss is taking a third of his own.
I'm glad that behind that attack he did take the third. He's sitting on a lot of minerals. Yeah. Perhaps a couple more gateways, or maybe even another Robo Bay to combat those increased Roach production.
The only thing I don't understand, why does he have the rallied over here?
Maybe he's expecting some type of dwarf or Nidus form. Dwarf. Drop? I have no idea where dwarf came from. All day I've been combining words, but I have no idea what drop combined with. Like, I don't know, warrior drop, so we have a dwarf? I have no idea. There you go. Being late at night and I'm exhausted. Breathe, man, breathe! Ladies and gentlemen, I just killed Iron Sparks with laughter. Here come the Roaches. They are taking down the third, built up by Adept just a moment ago. Oh, he does take down the Nexus. I think if he focuses on the Stalkers, I think this is the Roach count. Alright, he does take out the Zealot. Are you okay? You're still dying. Alright. So the Roaches clean up the warp gate that was after third. Now they're going to clean up the pylon. That's a really good counterattack from Draguana.
However, Adept he is halfway down with that +2 attack upgrade, and he's
halfway down with it? Yo, I'm down with this +2. What?
And he is continuing to get those immortals out, which he really needs to combat those Roaches.
The only thing is both players are sitting on a ton of minerals. I want to see another Robo Bay down. Thank you, Adept.
Yeah, it's halfway down.
I would like also to see Colossus tech. Because, I mean, he's going... Draguana is still sticking to this Hydra Roach army. And Colossus would devastate the Hydra part of that army. And
we missed the drop.
Should we rewind?
No.
Okay.
It was a Zealot drop. He scared the drones away. They ran away. They came back.
You know he took out the Spire, right? Wasn't the Spire over there?
Yeah. I was just wondering why he hadn't built anything off it.
Alright, well, a good special tactics drop. I do apologize for missing that. You know, I just wanted to make sure Iron Sparks wasn't going to die of complete laughter. And those,
it looks like those
Zealots are... Ooh, both of them. How?
That is unfortunate.
You know, that blink kind of threw me off. I was like, where did all this Stalkers just go? I didn't see the animation for it. It looks like this Roach Hydra army is going to march in. They're focusing down the gateways right now, which I do not think is the smartest move.
Well, it's just because it's 8 moves.
Yeah, let's see. These Hydras... Actually, I think they'll be able to wipe up these Stalkers. One of the warface does go down.
Yeah, and he did take out output Immortals, so it really reduces the amount of damage that the Protoss army is giving out, and he's just going to be able to easily take down this Nexus.
It's amazing with the range increase and just the speed of Hydras, how much damage they can do. They are going to be a major game player in Heart of the Swarm once they get that speed increase.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see. I mean, they do have rather low health, but they do great DPS.
Yeah, I mean, look right there. That Immortal was able to take out a couple of them because they are considered a light unit. They don't get that extra, kind of that bonus that Immortals get for attacking armored units. That's why the Immortal is such a great hard counter to Roaches.
Yeah.
Well, it is cleaned up, and it looks like Adept is going to lay down his Nexus again. He is dangerously low in minerals, which I'm guessing his main is mined out.
It has to be, and he's just so far behind on income since the third player is back on 4 bases.
That push from Draguana to take out that natural, including the third a couple minutes ago, is probably going to win him the game if he stays on top of his micro.
I mean, just
not his micro, his macro, but he's sitting on 3,000 minerals, Iron Sparks.
But just look at this, 100 to 1,500.
Well, look at the cash they have in the bank right now.
Yeah.
Our Protoss player is sitting on a lot of gas. Sentries would be an excellent call right now.
But he would only be able to get 2 out.
I'm just, you know, I'm
Since he is long distance, he's
right
just
now
starting the long distance.
Draguana probably doesn't realize that his opponent is currently broke. He needs to go in for the kill.
Yeah, he would definitely easily be able to get in. There's just 2 immortals, 4 stalkers.
Did you really just look at your hand account? What are you majoring?
No.
Okay.
Let's see. We do see some of those sentries. I just don't think it's going to be enough. I don't agree that he threw down the Temple Arco because he just does not have the resources to do it.
He definitely should have canceled that and at least got out a couple more stalkers or zealots. Alright, all those probes are worshipping that new Nexus and giving a little hello kiss. But right now we're sitting at 51 supply for Adept and 164 supply for Draguana. And he's just about to add another wave of drones, and he just added another wave.
I'm going to say it's next to near impossible for Adept
nope.
to come take
and
this
Adept
game.
was just warping in High Templar, but he doesn't have Storm yet. Storm will be devastating to the Zerg army, but he doesn't have the resources for it.
So I think he's just going to use them for Archons. We're probably going to see another one warp in as soon as he can to get that second Archon down, since he isn't going for Storm, unless he does save up the resources to try to get it. I just don't think it's the best idea. He's not going to have it in time.
No, in order for the Archon to be a devastating unit, he's going to need at least, I don't know, I want to say 5 Archons to make a difference. I think Stalkers, he does have that Blink Tech already researched for Stalkers. A little bit of micro and use of those sentries, I think he'll be able to hold. But Draguana is giving him too much time, but if you look, Draguana is teching up, and he's almost maxed out.
That's scary.
Yeah, and upgrades on these units right now, I think we have +2 range and the +1 armor. Here they go, they're moving in, that Observer's going, whoa!
I mean, he sees it coming, but there's really nothing he can do.
No,
that's a maxed army running at his base.
It looks like he's gonna try. He's gonna try to fall back to the main, you know.
There we go.
All right. It looks like Adept is going to try one last stand, but his Archons are too fat to get into the doorway. So his plan of hiding up the ramp is not gonna work. Chucks down a force field to try and split the army, but it's not gonna do anything. We have a GG. And Adapt does leave the game. I think he was hitting that G key a little out of frustration.
No, it's a good gosh, great.
Good gosh, garly gentleman game.
Good gosh, great game, guy.
All right. It's the new way. Everyone needs to GG out of their next game. Not a bad game. Good back and forth. It just came down to Draguana got really lucky and he knocked out the economy of Adept. Yeah, it comes down to a solid economy, and you're good. I mean, that's got to be, what'd you say, 30-40% of the game is having an awesome economy?
Well, the thing is, especially with this matchup, with any matchup against Zerg, you have to be one base ahead of them to really be.
Yeah, because you gotta remember, if you knock out their army, they're gonna make it a lot faster than you're gonna rebuild yours.
Yeah.
So I'd say a good Platinum Thursday. It's been a great week so far with these games. You did a really good job finding these games.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So leave a comment down below on how you thought the game went.
Don't get high expectations.
Yeah, some weeks we find really bad games, so just enjoy it all. Hit that share button with your friends who play StarCraft, or maybe they're another Blizzard game fan,
or make them StarCraft fans.
Yeah, make them have the free demo where they get to play Terran, because Terran's awesome. Hit the like button, subscribe. Really appreciate it. When we get should we set a level for subscribers? We'll live stream.
Sure, we'll set that next game.
Okay, we'll think about it a little bit.
Stay tuned.
And good luck and have fun on your future StarCraft endeavors.
GG.
GG.